Hello and welcome to another Plan With Me video. This is Elise of Plan with Elise, and today we are planning in my classic happy planner for the week of October 9th through 15th. So I have these stickers from JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop, which I picked up, I think, in August. There's a lot of pumpkins here. These are like the prettiest lace pumpkins I've ever seen. And I feel like I'm not going to be able to use them all because there are so many that I purchased because I think I grabbed the entire bundle, but we're going to use plenty of them today. So the first thing I want to do is take these lace stickers, which my nails are not going to let me pick up. Oh, and before I forget, I want to mention, I feel like I keep mentioning this at the end of videos and I forget to mention it at the beginning, but JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop, I will have these stickers linked in the description and you can save on your order using code Elise15. And the link that I'm going to share is going to be an Etsy affiliate link, which means that Etsy will pay me out a commission when you use my link. But again, you can get a discount with Elise15 on your order. Okay, look how pretty this is. I used similar lace stickers from JoJo in, I don't even know what month that would have been in. I don't know, earlier this year in kind of like a vintage style spread. They were like more of a brown and beige and they were so pretty and I am in love with how this already looks. So I covered up the lines, just the top of the line, using my Uniball Signo because I felt like it would just be cleaner having the sticker down. But oh my goodness, this looks so cool in my spread. I feel like I could just be finished and be happy with it. It makes my black and white sticker heart happy. And this just goes down really nicely. A little bit off with the edge, but that's okay. It may have been because I put it down a little crooked. So that's really pretty. Okay, now let's start kind of organizing these and deciding how I want to use them. So we do have the lanterns, we've got these pumpkins, these are on clear, and I'm kind of leaning toward these pumpkins in like the sidebar area. I don't know why I keep thinking I can pull these off without using tweezers. So I kind of just wanted to put these down over here, but I feel like there needs to be something else. So for now, I'm just gonna put those there and we'll trim off the edge and then decide how I want to do the rest. Now, function-wise, I'm going to use simple boxes and checklists here. But what I'm trying to decide is, because we've used up this top space, my options end up being shifted down here, so somewhat limited. And I'm kind of thinking that I might want to be really linear with the way that I do this planning. So I think I want to put checklists all in one section, which I haven't done in a while. So if that's the case, they're going to end up going right here. And I'm using Mojo Jojo stickers for these. And this is kind of like an old favorite style of mine, of just really everything in the planner having its place. And then there's not that much guesswork to be had. So if you're someone who has challenges figuring out where you want things to go in your planner, doing something like this is a really easy way to decide where things are going to go. And then it's kind of like budgeting. I always say that budgeting is telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. And if you decide where your checklists are all going to go, or your boxes and all of that, then you don't have to worry. I mean, in the original style of the vertical layout with Happy Planner, I feel like there were a lot of people who used each box for like morning, afternoon, evening, or 3 different categories of life, maybe like home, work, something else. But this is the planner that I don't really follow the rules as much. Like my dashboard, everything has its spot. This planner, not so much. Okay, so now we have my checklist down. Now, I haven't entirely figured out how I want to handle the boxes and everything yet, because I'm kind of going back and forth between just making this whole top area decorative with like the lanterns. However, then this lantern is a little bit too high for that spot. So we may need to go smaller. And I kind of just want this to all be lanterns and pumpkins, but I'm a little worried that it's going to be too much. So what does Elise Myers say? Go find less if someone is too much. So we're just going to do it, because I'll never know about trying new things in my planner if I don't actually try the new things. So I'm going to cover this all up. And I feel like I always feel like I put a certain amount of pressure on myself with these stickers, because if you follow JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop on Instagram, which if you don't, you should, she shows us her process, and her process of these designs is just incredible and an artistic quality that I would never have. And I want to do them justice, if that makes sense. So I feel like I always stress out a little bit when doing videos with her stickers. Is this tall enough, or is this too tall? This might be too tall. I might not hate it either if it just goes over a touch. Or do we put the lace over the pumpkin? I think the pumpkin should go over the lace, or the lace should be hanging down. I think I'm going to leave it because I don't dislike it. And sometimes that's enough, right? If you're looking at your spread and trying to decide if you like something, maybe instead the question should be, do I dislike it? And if you really dislike it, then you can move something. But if it's just fine enough for you, then sometimes we need to leave it be, which I know that I am probably really the worst at. Put this down. And then let's get another lantern. Let's take this lantern. These are either some small pumpkins or some big lanterns. No, I think that if you're looking at like a front porch, sometimes the lanterns and the pumpkins are about the same size. Then we have this really cool pumpkin that has these leaves on it. But I also want to be sure I'm including the lace ones too. I feel like this one is big right there. And then let's include a lace one and a white one. There we go. See, I knew with enough I could get this up without the tweezers. And this time I'm just gonna shift this over here and put the little white one down. Okay, that's pretty. I know it's a lot. Like if you're like Elise, there's a lot of decorating happening up there. I know. I wonder if this should have all been down at the bottom to kind of continue along this line. But if we do that, then these lines are all covered. And if I do that, you know what? I think we're doing it. I think we're doing the thing, but I'm not going to move everything. I'm going to move these stickers. We're going to be really careful here. I'm actually going to change my mind a little bit here. Okay, see, I put the things down. I didn't like it. And we're reworking things a little bit. So let's see how well you can do here. I'm kind of lining this one up with the line so you don't really see it. I feel like that looks crooked. Okay. Now, there's a lot of dark going on here, so I'm actually gonna switch it up and bring in one of these lace pumpkins right here. Then I'm going to move this one. This is the part that we all kind of just hold our breath for, right? We'll cover this up. I want the, oh, you know what? I don't need to do it that way. Okay. It's a puzzle. We're putting together a puzzle. A puzzle in my planner. This is where I have to be careful because these are one big piece together. Look at that. Is it possible that we will get through this without a rip? I don't know, but we're gonna try our very best. Okay. That's better. I feel like it's better. And then let's move these. I'm actually really impressed with how easily I seem to be able to move these without them being too fragile. But we still have a few more stickers, so it's not out of the woods yet. Okay, and then we're gonna cover these. And I might still cover all the way up. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. Pull. It's actually kind of working. I don't know why I'm surprised. I just think that stickers can be hard to pull off of paper, but this is some, I always talk about Planner Kate being like magical sticker paper. I think whatever paper JoJo is using. Oops, I did it. I ripped it. The last one, of course. This also happens to be magical sticker paper. That's not this one ripped because I got overly confident because nothing else ripped, but we're gonna fix it. There we go. See? Okay, fixed. Now, I think, oh, forgot about that one. Lonely pumpkin chilling over here by himself. Okay, now my options, let's review my options. I can either redraw these lines. I can use boxes to kind of overlap each other so that it doesn't, you can't quite tell that there would have been lines. Or I can take another sheet of vertical stickers or vertical planning pages and put it back down, but I think that that's going to be the hardest. So we are going to redraw the lines. I am using a Unipin 0.1 because it's going to be thin. It's a little thick. Okay, I think we need the 0.05. I'm actually taking the 0.005, which will be better for this. So because I can see the white line, it makes it easy to have something to draw against. That's better. This is probably closer. That one's a little too dark. And then let's get this one. And one more. This isn't as easy to move across the page now that I have stickers on the page. Oops. Probably got some of the white pen on here, which is why it's not drawing. Okay, it's not perfect, but at a glance, it looks pretty decent, and I'm gonna live with pretty decent. Now I have some Proud Sticker Designs boxes here, and I think that this is kind of why I was thinking maybe we don't even put the lines back, because I want to go across in a sort of wonky way with these. And this is why I wasn't so concerned about the lines that I was putting back down, because we are just going to go simple here. Oops. And these boxes you can save using code Elise20 on your order. Yeah. All right. I think that moving the pumpkins and the lanterns to the bottom was definitely the right call here, because it really opens up this top space. And at the end of the day, this is still a really functional spread. I have a box every day, and we have room for 5 items on a checklist every day also. There we go. That looks really cute. I do want to include a sidebar sticker. I think this sticker book, or this book of stickers, has it. Let's see. I thought I did, but I may have run out. There we go. See? Sometimes I know what I have. Sometimes, not always. And then I'm going to peel this up. And we're going to put it, whoops, right here. I'm just trying to line it up with the top. This, I need to lift this note up a little bit because you can see it. And I'm using the Uniball pen, not correction tape, because the correction tape would just be too bright against that. Okay, now the only other thing I'm realizing is I feel like because I have this going across, it just kind of halts right there. So I think I'm just going to extend this because I have this, which is from a freebie. And it's going to look a tiny bit different because this is paper and this is clear. But what I think we're going to do is cut this. I want to see, I have an idea. I don't know if it'll work. I have a lot of ideas in general. It's a matter of executing them. I'm not going to cut this entire thing. Don't worry. We'd be here for a long time. I'm just going to cut a little bit of it. Okay. Now what I'm wondering is if I can get this to line up. I need to figure out, okay, so that's where I want it. I want to take it here where the scallop ends to right there. And we need to use my knife. See if we got that right. Just about. I think that if you didn't know what I did here, you wouldn't know. It's a little, I need to fix this a little bit over here. Just kind of extend that black line. The only other thing is, do I now want to go all the way across the planner spread? I don't think so. I think we leave it. But I'm actually really impressed with my ability to do this part right over here. So I think that's it. I feel like on camera it's looking really dark up here, but like, can we just take a second to look at that detail? It's really pretty. It's a little bit different because I went all the way over with this, but I think that that's a fun way to do it. And then what I can do over here, let me just show you how I plan on using this side area. I almost called it a side piece. That's not what that is. We're going to do a little box there. I don't want to cover up the scallop. We'll do a little heading right over here. And then we're going to take my black zig dot marker. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 10 little bullets. I love this spread. I hope you do too. I do think that I want to cover up these lines now that I see it all kind of come together. I think that'll just be a little bit cleaner. And I think we are set. So to recap, discount codes: Elise 15 at Jojo's Pretty Paper Shop, Elise 20 at Proud Sticker Designs. Everything is linked below. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you next time.